Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have you take your seats, please. We're about ready to get started. And as we're taking our seats, if everybody could silence their cell phones, please. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and guests. My name is Walter Kula, and I'm the Oklahoma State AFA President. On behalf of the men and women of the Air and Space Forces Association, I would like to welcome you to the 2025 Oklahoma Cup Cyber Patriot and Stellar Explorers celebration. We first want to thank Central Technology Center for hosting our event this evening. Special thanks to Nick Gaunt, Charlotte, and Dustin Ford from the Technology Center. They have been incredible to work with and have provided not only the space, but the AV, the decorations, and personnel to make this special event happen. But there's something I want to tell you about the AV. Their instructor got sick today and needed some emergency surgery. So they've been operating today on their own. Bunch of students making this happen. So I also want to thank the Oklahoma Department of Aerospace and Aeronautics as they serve as the lead government agency to support, promote, and advocate for the state's second largest industry, which is aviation and aerospace. The department administers a robust aerospace and aviation education grant program to help the aviation and aerospace industry with their workforce challenges by introducing Oklahoma students to the available STEM careers that the industry has to offer. ODAA provided us a grant of $2,500 to help support this awards program, recognizing your all's great efforts in learning about cyber and space. So special thanks to ODAA. Okay, there's my singer. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the colors from the Midwest City High School Air Force Junior ROTC. Cadet Technical Sergeant Garcia, Cadet Technical Sergeant Hazelton, Cadet Second Lieutenant Caldwell, Cadet Second Lieutenant Fletcher, and the team's commander is Cadet Second Lieutenant Brooks. And the singing of our national anthem by Noah Gosney, and then the invocation.
Reason. Orange.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ace. Forward. Arch.
All right, please remain standing for the invocation. I ask you to join me. Dear Father, we thank you for this evening's opportunity to recognize these great people for their outstanding achievements in Cyber Patriot, Oklahoma Cup, and Stellar Explorers. Thank you for watching over us as we travel to this great location. We ask that you bless the food we are about to eat and that it nourishes our body as you nourish our hearts. We ask that you continue your watchful hand over the adults in this room as they continue to fulfill their duties as coaches, mentors, civic leaders. We ask that you continue to fill the hearts of these competitors as they continue their educational journey, preparing them for great achievements in their futures. Finally, watch over us as we head back home so we can arrive safely, allowing us to continue to fulfill our callings that you have placed in our heart. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. All right, is everybody hungry? All right, it's all about the food, right? That's what I heard. But I taught junior ROTC at Choctaw High School for 13 years, and I thought it was about honor guards and drill competitions and academics. And when I would take the kids, it was all about where are we eating and what are we having, because it's all about the food. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to eat, and then we'll press on with the award, our guest speaker and the awards. So head table. What you got? Yeah, head table. If you head on out that way, and then you work your way around, correct? Yep. And then we'll all follow that way. So, eat. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the students, we're done with the first round of food, so if anybody wants seconds, you're free to go and get seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a 5-minute warning. They're starting to break down out there, so if you want thirds, that's available for you. Feel free to jump at it. But about 5 more minutes and we'll get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now we're here for the real reason. But we still have to do a couple things before we get to the real reasons. This time I'd like to welcome all of our special guests, which include state and local government officials, industry professionals, different community partners, and especially the parents and other family members and the friends of our honored Oklahoma Cup, Cyber Patriot, and Stellar Explorer teams. Please give them all a round of applause. At this time, I would like to invite Nick Gunt up to the podium to give some background about Oklahoma Cup's origins.
All right, thank you all for being here. Before I get started on the origins, it wouldn't be right to do an origin story without my co-collaborators. So Johnny and Josh, would you come join us up here, please? So, yeah. So about 6 years ago, there was a bunch of coaches that were in this thing called Cyber Patriot, and we were excited. We had teams competing. We were having some success with it, and this group decided we wanted to do more than just be the best of our schools, that we wanted Oklahoma to be the best there was. And so collaboratively, we started getting together at Francis Tuttle, and we started having training events. Had students coming from all over the state on Saturdays to learn on their own time. And we had the ideas like, hey, let's just bump up the excitement of this, and let's make a competition while we're doing this training. And so it started off with 4 schools being involved with creating it, and it has grown to today. This year, this being the 6th season of Oklahoma Cup, there are 24 schools involved. There were 93 teams that competed in Oklahoma Cup this year. And when you talk about teams being somewhere between 2 and 6 people on a team, you're probably averaging about 5 people per team on this. So 93 teams, 5 people average. We're doing over 450 students that are part of this in the state of Oklahoma. So we're excited about it. Johnny and Josh were part of the architects of this thing, and we wanted to recognize the beginnings of this and acknowledge their hard work. And really, I wanted them to sit there and see what their work has turned into. So thank you all for coming.
Back to work. Thank you, Nick. And let's give Nick, Dustin, and Johnny another round of applause for their dedication to the important subject of cybersecurity. Today we have the honor to have with us Rob Lyman, a retired Brigadier General, U.S. Air Force, and national security professional as our guest speaker. Rob Lyman is a retired U.S. Air Force Brigadier General with almost 3 decades of experience in cyberspace operations, logistics, and special operations. He retired from active duty as the Assistant Deputy Chief of Staff for Cyber Effects Operations at Headquarters Air Force Staff at the Pentagon. He has extensive experience developing organizational strategy, funding large projects, managing union relationships, leading digital transformations, integrating emerging technologies, mitigating cybersecurity and other strategic risk, and managing diverse talents. The General is president and founder of Officium Forge, a consultant organization, and he serves on multiple advisory boards. Ladies and gentlemen, retired Brigadier General Robling.
Excuse me. All right, you do enough of these things and you hear those introductions and you're like, I'd really like to meet that guy someday. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of humbling to be asked to be here. So thank you for the opportunity. Nick, where'd he go? He's over here. There we go. Okay, thank you, Nick. And so Nick and my very good retired Brigadier General Chad Radegui, my very good friend of almost 30 years now, conned me into being here tonight. So thanks for that. So I think let's make some distinctions, right? One general that's here tonight is wise and inspirational, and then there's the other one, okay? So let's keep that straight. But thank you, Nick, for all you do, really. Tonight, I know, is the culmination of a lot of things, of a lot of years, and just one milestone, so thank you for all the great work. Coaches, a lot of volunteer time goes into culminating an event like this, teaching teams, coaching teams, traveling with teams, so well done. Thank you for all your work. Teachers and administrators, same thing. It takes all of you to kind of set the infrastructure for these sort of programs to happen. Parents, these events go from fall into winter, into spring, and so hopefully you guys are enjoying it and you're seeing the joy on some young faces as they have fun through all of these. So thank you for your continuous support. The AFA Garrity chapter, who sponsors all of these, and some other organizations that help sponsor these events, thank you to that. And then we've got some elected officials, I think, that have supported these programs as well, and want to thank them for their support. So with that, coaches, I need a little bit of help. I need to find maybe 4 of your students, your competitors. I need to pick out those couple that, you know, aren't afraid to be a little disruptive, sarcastic, you know, a little bit extroverted. I need maybe 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 in back, 1 in front. So let me just start seeing some hands. I saw some, okay, got 1 there, okay. You're my guy in the back. You, okay, okay. You're my guy over here on the left. I need somebody on the, you're my person on the right. Okay, and you're my timekeeper, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. I said the thank yous. The adults aren't paying attention anymore, all right? So you're my hype squad, all right? So through the course of the events, you're gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna give you your task in a minute. The other 3 of you are gonna give me a little hooting and hollering, all right? I do woohoo, yeah, every once in a while. There, that's what I'm talking about, okay? There we go, right side. I didn't hear anything over here. Come on, there we go, okay, very good. We're going to keep this thing to 15 minutes, so you're my timekeeper. I know you young people don't wear watches anymore, so this is like free pass to look at your phone, all right? But subtle. We don't want to draw attention away from what we're talking about, okay? So when we creep up on 15 minutes, I need you to give me the sign, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, right? Subtle, you got me? Okay. Come on, Hype Squad, seriously. Let's keep, there we go. I like the whistle, good, all right. So these events, these are a big deal. These are a big deal, right? And we're going to talk about why. The cyber events, the space events, for cyber, incident response and hardening cybersecurity of systems, right? That's kind of what these events focus around. And I'm going to talk about some real world things there in a second. But the Oklahoma Cup, in its 6th year, 93 teams this year, up from 84 last year. Breaking into the triple digits next year. I heard that. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it up. That's what, that's significant, right? A growth in this state. You guys are really setting a tone and putting yourselves on the map and the state on the map. It's important. When you move into Cyber Patriot, 5 teams to the semifinals. 1 team went to nationals first time ever, finished in 7th out of about 5,000 teams. 5,000 teams. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Stellar Explorers, about space design, right? Orbital determination, satellite design, launch operation scenarios. Some of you don't even know what those things mean. But the Stellar Explorers do, and those of us that have worked in space operations do. And again, the understanding of those and the criticality of that technology and understanding how to do that is important for this nation in multiple ways. So these programs focus on STEM and the ability to kind of do these technical things, but it's fun. I hope it's been fun, or you guys wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be able to draw a crowd like this. But they're also necessary. Those skills are necessary. For young people, at least for me when I was young, it was difficult to understand. It wasn't that long ago. Good way to stay quiet on that one, Hype Squad. That's well done. It was difficult to understand kind of what STEM really meant, right? What sort of work would you do each day? What projects and problems would you work on? What challenges would you get to, get a glimpse of and a career in these sort of areas? And through programs like this, you actually start to get an idea of what that looks like for real, right? They're fun, they're scripted, but I'm going to tell you about a scenario that may sound familiar. And again, you get to have fun doing it. It's competitive. You get to work with your friends, some fun challenges. And so you can start to see, hey, if work life later on starts to look like the fun stuff I did as a youngster, that's a pretty great career to start working towards, right? Yeah. And sometimes you get to work not just with people that are wise and inspirational, but other people too. So these skills are necessary. And by the things that you're doing, you've put Oklahoma on the national map for these capabilities, right? And there's elected officials, government, and business leaders that spend a lot of time talking about things like economic development and emerging technology and workforce development and things like that about the state of Oklahoma. This is what that means. This is what that means. You're awesome. Well done. Make it louder. So in space, the United States is struggling with how to make launch into space, one, more inexpensive, because it's very expensive to launch into space, but also how can we do more of it from more locations in the country, do it more rapidly, all of those sorts of things, to get different sorts of capabilities into orbit. Whether those are labs for pharmaceuticals to do experiments in space for drugs, whether it's putting radar in space to do air traffic control radar from space, whether it's capability up there to spread phone and data and internet capability all across the country and the globe, as opposed to terrestrial infrastructure, whether it's what we call sensing in the military, telescopes to look out, photo, video, and other sensors to look at the Earth for whatever reason, science as well as national security, we get a better understanding of our world from those sorts of capabilities. And that starts to impact business, it impacts science, it impacts security. It's a big deal. And you guys are laying the bedrock foundation of figuring out how to do those things. And there we go, that's right, that's what I'm talking about. In cyber, when we start talking about the growth of capabilities like AI, quantum computing, and understanding the importance of data, cybersecurity becomes even more important. We have more emphasis, even more emphasis is needed when you start to consider things like critical infrastructure, which is big here in Oklahoma. Energy pipelines, water and gas infrastructure, air traffic control systems, spectrum management, manufacturing plants that build airplanes or do a lot of maintenance, repair, and operations on the aviation assets like we do in the state here. The cybersecurity of the systems that do those things is just as critical as the IT, information technology, and the internet kind of capabilities that we have. All of that's controlled via computer and vulnerable to malicious intent as well. America is a digital nation. And so being able to secure that, whether it's commercial, business, government, national security, is critical. Come on, Hype Squad. I'm counting on you. All right. When we get to, was that my high sign for 5 minutes, or are you just doing the good hair thing? Okay, good. All right. So America's a digital nation, but there's threats to those things. I grew up in national security as an American warrior, and so I spent a career worrying about those threats. According to CrowdStrike, which is a leading cybersecurity company for those of you not in this business, there's a couple of statistics here for 2025. 150% increase in China Nexus activity across all sectors. So China almost doubled, not quite doubled, the type of malicious cyber internet activity that they've been doing. A 442% growth in what's called vishing, voice phishing. How many have had a robotic AI kind of phone call, right? Yeah, that's malicious. Yeah, had a lot of them. Yeah. Too much out on the dating sites. Slow down. But those operations between the first and second half of 2024 grew 442%. 51 seconds was the fastest recorded e-crime breakout time. So from the time someone broke into a system and extracted the data they were trying to steal was 51 seconds. 51 seconds. So that, trying to defend against that is difficult, right, on the best day. And again, you guys are laying the groundwork of the skills needed and the thinking needed to do these sorts of things. We're going to automate a lot of things, but when you've got a thinking enemy on the other side of this, you still need a thinking person on your side of the equation as well. 79% of detections were malware-free. 26 newly named adversaries in the cybersecurity business. We tend to name the adversaries, the different Chinese actors, Russian actors, criminal actors, 26 new ones, and 52% of vulnerabilities observed were related to initial access, meaning your first access into a system, which simplistically a lot of times means human error, right? Social engineering. The human is a lot of times is the weak link. Countries like China and Russia are developing technology to damage our satellites when we start talking about space with directed energy, directly shoot them down, or actually build mechanical arms on their satellites that can be used not just to do maintenance on other satellites, but to get near an adversary's satellites, grab them, and do malicious things to them on orbit, and to close and damage with those satellites. So in the space world, things are getting much more crowded than they were before up there, and it's a contested domain as well. So in the security business, we pay a lot of attention to that. So recognizing I grew up in the national security arena, I'll tell one war story. One or two of you may have heard a piece of this before. When I was on active duty, I worked at U.S. Transportation Command, one of my assignments. Transportation Command is kind of like the FedEx for the Department of Defense. We ship cargo and fuel and people and medical patients all over the globe. By airplane, by ship, by rail, by car, truck, you name it, Transportation Command has a role in that. So responsible for the logistics of moving all of those things all over the world to support our warfighters, and so they can do what they do. And we used to say at the headquarters that Transportation Command telegraphs the nation's intent. Because if you knew ahead of time where we were planning to ship things and what was being moved, you could learn an awful lot about the nation's intent and what the Defense Department was planning for a particular part of the world. So back in the day, not quite in the 1900s, but in the 2000s and 2010s, we learned a Chinese threat actor. This is all at the unclassified level now, so I can talk about it. But a Chinese threat actor got into some defense and defense contractor systems and stole some source code from one of our transportation systems that we did logistics with. They did that through a combination of social engineering and some software vulnerabilities. So needless to say, that had us pretty concerned, right? We had to fight them off the network. We had to secure and harden our networks after that, once we realized what was wrong, and handle that incident response. Long story short, we've managed to do much better things. We're in a much better place. But the point of the story is that process of strengthening our defenses and evolving our processes based on what we'd learned. Does that sound familiar? For those of you doing the cyber stuff? Yeah. That sounds exactly like the Oklahoma Cup and Cyber Patriot, right? And so, again, these are skill sets that whether it's applied to national security and defense or whether you work for, name a company, right? AT&T, Google, they've got lots of the same challenges. And so wherever you use these cyber and space skills, there's meaningful work to be done. So thanks for starting that journey. I gotcha. Okay, yeah. So before I close out, we're going to recognize some folks here in a minute. Before I close out, when we go up on stage, we're going to give these things out with military precision, all right? Because that's my background. You're going to see, you give that a woo, that's all right. You're going to see there's numbers on the ground. We're going to do the shake take, so we're going to shake hands, no fist bumps or whatever, right? We're going to shake hands, very professional. I wore a suit, for God's sakes, okay? I'll give you a what's up chin, though, if you want some of that. But I'm going to hand out the awards, and then you're going to go down here. I'm going to take at least 2 photos, right? Get one for your mom, right? Everybody stand straight, shoulders back, smile with teeth, right? Something mom can show to grandma, post on Facebook, because us parents were on that, right? And then after that, get a fun one, right? Where you're being silly or doing whatever, something that can go on Insta, okay? So with that, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad I could be here to celebrate with you, and I look forward to recognizing some folks up here in a minute. So thank you again.
Well, we have a few thank yous. The first one is, and the general said he likes coins, so I have the state AFA coin.
Awesome.
So thank you very much. And from Nick and the crew, you got the Oklahoma Cup coin and a little.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're ready to get started, right? Slide 4, is that where we're at? Looks like it, okay. Well, the general saved us a lot of time because I was going to tell you what was all going to happen. So whatever he said, just make it happen. We'd like to recognize the high school Cyber Patriot teams and their coaches. Coaches and team members, please come forward for your award. Coaches, the microphone's right up there. You need to introduce your team members. So the first one is Coach Ethan Murphy, third place plaque, Moore Norman Technology Center Cyber Sentinels. Okay, we'll do this as a dry run. So you would get the stuff, we'd give it to them, we'd put it on there, shake, take, and go. All right. Everybody can visualize that, right? All right, so we go now to Coach Nick Gunt and Dustin Ford, second place plaque, Central Technology Center Firewall Phantoms. Come on up. Come on, team members, get your stuff. Microphone.
Thanks.
All right, first up. Yep. First up, we're going to go with Cambria Ritter. Sage Hightower. Evan Collins. Brantley Dobson. Waylon Bosworth. And the fearless leader, Mr. Nick Gaunt.
Now we go to Corbin Allen and Bob Morton, first place plaque, Tulsa Technology Center, burnt hash browns.
They can line up closer to here, they won't be in that perspective drill. A bunch of the kids have letters on it.
Alrighty, everyone. So first, we're going to have Nicholas Hardenberg. Next will be Braden Abbey. Next will be Jade Lentz. And finally, Roman Todd.
Move up just a little bit. We need one more medal, coach, to get to the kid that's not here.
Take one step forward. So we can a little bit more out of the player.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we would like to recognize the Cyber Patriot All-Service teams and their coaches. Again, coach and team members, please come forward to receive your awards. Coach, please introduce your team members. Coach, Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Thomas. Third place plaque, Putnam City West High School Junior ROTC. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Thomas. I'd like to introduce my team, at least 4 out of 5. The 5th one, I think he was at a Thunder game or something tonight. Drake Woolery, team captain. Linda Muncy. Salvador Sanchez. And Annika Rodriguez. Isaac Tan couldn't be here tonight.
We got the camera over here.
Here first. Okay, here. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone.
And again, now we go to Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Thomas after he's done with his pictures. Colonel, you can go ahead and get your photo if you want. I'll go back. Get him out, okay? Yes, sir. By your command. Second place plaque, Putnam City West High School Junior ROTC.
All right. Team Captain Dash Woolery, just face the crowd. Isaac Bishop. Darren Hillman. Sebastian Munoz. And Robert Sandine. And I'd like to say the first three team members on this team were the first place in the state round Western Oaks Middle School team from last year for Cyber Patriot. And this entire team are freshmen.
Okay, here first. Okay. Well done.
All right, now we go to Coach Major Lawrence Lloyd and Master Sergeant Alexander Means. First place plaque, Midwest City High School B-21 Raiders.
Hey, make sure they're getting the fun photos over there too, don't forget.
And sir, these people will stay on stage after.
Okay.
We have that.
Okay, for Midwest City Junior ROTC OK931, home of the Bombers. Okay, so for our team, we had co-captains. So for my first captain, it is Mr. Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Alexander Carter. Okay, next we have, she's the heart of the team, Ms. Aliana Wheatley. And she's a cadet master sergeant. Our next co-captain is Cadet Master Sergeant Birch Baker. And for our young one of the bunch, we have Cadet Technical Sergeant Haven Johnson. And finally, the other half of the dynamic duo, Master Sergeant Means.
You're first. Over here. All right, now back here. Good and miss. Anybody else? Pictures? You good? Okay.
Hey, everybody wait.
Wait.
We got another one? Hey, everybody wait. I got something else. Stand by. Please stay on stage. Okay. All right, I'm just going by what she told me to say. This year, Oklahoma had an all-service group qualify for the National Cyber Patriot competition from Mid-Dell Public School. The team was comprised of students from Midwest City and Carl Albert High School. Congratulations to these outstanding students on this incredible achievement.
Well done, guys.
We'd like to recognize the middle school teams and their coaches. Same thing, coaches and team members come up, and coaches introduce your members. Coach Krista Meyer and Sandy Teal, Carl Albert Middle School, Materio Gurez. Girls. That's what I meant to say. Here they come.
Did they get one? An Instagram one? Good.
So our girls are Olivia Sutherland, Jocelyn Martin couldn't be here, so we have Savea Hurst, who is here. And Ava Valadez, who could not be here.
Here. Okay, I'm back. Back here. Okay. Okay, well done.
Now we go to Coach Brian Summers, second place plaque, OK086 Gordon Cooper Comp Squadron, which I believe is Composite Squadron, Civil Air Patrol? Yes. From Civil Air Patrol.
Good evening. I'm here to introduce the team, and we had two members on the team. We'll start with Keegan Hillman. And our second member, Lainey O'Malley, could not attend tonight. I want to point out that these two cadets from Civil Air Patrol, it's their first year in a middle school team, but they did this backwards because last year, when we were short on members, they were actually part of our high school team, so they may have had a little bit of advantage coming into the middle school rounds. I'd also like to introduce my wife, Crystal, who's been our team assistant, taking care of the food, taking care of all the logistics and everything for the past 7 years of Cyber Patriot. Thank you.
Here we go, slide this way. Take one step forward, we're trying to get up. There we go. Okay, back. Okay, down here. Okay, very good, thanks guys.
And we go back to Lieutenant Colonel, here he comes, yes sir, Jimmy Thomas, first place plaque, Western Oaks Middle School.
Okay, this is Team Captain Riley Robertson. I just realized they misspelled Jillianne Martin's name, but that's okay. Jillianne Martin. Logan Graham. Addison Elsie. And Savannah Rodriguez.
And over here. Awesome. Anybody else? We got them all? You got them? Okay. Good job, guys.
We would like to recognize Oklahoma Cup high school teams and their coaches. First one, Nick and Dustin, third place plaques, Central Technology Center, Drumright, CTD 19.
All right, first up, we have Cambria Ritter. Sage Hightower. Evan Collins. Brantley Dobson. Waylon Bosworth. And Mr. Nick Gaunt.
All right, back. Okay, anybody else? Right here. Got it? Okay. Congratulations, guys.
Next up, Sandy Teal, second place, Mid-Dell Technology Center, MDT 11. Here she comes.
I'd like to introduce Birch Baker. Taylor Baldwin couldn't make it tonight. She had track meet. Next is Drake Carter. Then Julia Guillatron. Then Keelan Kearney. And Skylar Stone.
Here. Back. Got everybody? Okay.
Next one, Corbin Allen and Bob Morton, first place, Tulsa Technology Center, TTR 11.
Alrighty, once again, I'd like to welcome Nicholas Hardenberg. Braden Abbey. Andreas is at a youth meet today, so he's not here, unfortunately, but I went ahead and recognize him for this one as well. Next is Jade Lentz. Woman Todd and Mr. Morton.
There you go. Okay, anybody else? I think we're good. Well done, guys.
We'd like to recognize Oklahoma Cup post-secondary teams and their coaches. Corbin Allen and Bob Martin, third place, Tulsa Tech, Riverside, TTR 21.
You got a lot of percentages.
Alrighty, first I'll welcome Parker Schneider. Coda Ellis. Zachary Steele. Reese Max. Trevor King. And finally, Logan Schneider and Mr. Morton.
Take 2 steps forward. In the back. Okay, anybody else? We're good. Thanks, guys, for that.
Next up, Dustin Ford and Nick. Second place, Central Tech CTD 21.
Thank you. All right, first up we have Aaron Stannert. Easton Patton. Landon Kusick. Ethan Chestnut. Layla Nienhuis. Ciara Martinez. And the lovely Mr. Gaunt.
Then we now go to Johnny Clark. First place, Francis Tuttle Technology Center, FTP 22.
Okay, so let's start out with our team captain, Kevin Murphy. And next we have Christopher Astorga. Next we have Jacob Moss. Unfortunately, Daniel Rascon Natividad couldn't be here tonight. He actually started a new job with a company in Oklahoma City called Bank On It, and they're a managed services provider, and he's working right now. So he's here in his heart. Our next person is Bryson Goodman. And last, we have Johnny Castanon.
Two steps forward. There we go. All right, in the back. Okay, it's over here. Over here. Wait, I think we're good. Well done, Brian.
We'd like to recognize Oklahoma Cup middle school teams and their coaches. First up, Krista Meyer and Sandy Teal. Third place, Carl Albert Middle School Cyber Titans.
Jonathan couldn't be here tonight. He's playing baseball for our team. So we have Melvin Lynn. And Leonard Giles.
Shift this way a little bit. One more. Take about 2 steps out. There we go. Okay. In the back. Okay. Anybody else? Back here. Back here. Okay. Well done, guys.
And again, we have the same two coaches, Krista and Sandra. We got second place, Carl Albert Middle School Material Girls.
I didn't know I was going to have to do this tonight. Our girls, we have our captain, our leader, Olivia Sutherland. And our first-year competitor, Savea Hurst. Jocelyn and Ava couldn't be here.
Thanks, guys. Oh, wait, back here. Sorry. Good. Okay. Thank you. Well done.
And the next one, where's my colonel? Welcome. There is the colonel. Colonel Jimmy Thomas. First place, Western Oaks Middle School Cyber Warriors.
I want you guys to know this is, all 5 of these kids, it's their first year. They worked really hard getting ready for the competition for Cyber Patriot and for the OK Cup, and they used the OK Cup as a really strong learning tool for them to help them with Cyber Patriot this year. Team Captain Riley Robertson. Jillianne Martin. Logan Graham. Addison Elsie. And Savannah Rodriguez.
This evening, we will recognize the top 3 Stellar Explorer teams after 3 rounds of competition, a rookie team, and the national qualifying team. Again, coaches, come on up when you get called. The rookie team, Charles, and this rookie team is made up of 1 8th grader, 3 freshmen, and 1 sophomore. This team made it to the semifinals. Charles?
Thank you very much. Our co-captain, Olivia Doe. Ethan Doe. The other co-captain, Evan Goodson. Beer couldn't be here tonight. I think it's because I couldn't pronounce his last name. Andrew Sampson is the last one. Our only 8th grader.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Next week,
We had a little order and plaque problem, so Nick allowed us to borrow one of his older plaques. So that's why they're all looking like, this doesn't look like it. But we will get it to them next week once it comes in. All right, so that's our rookie team. Got that. The next 3 teams were not able to make it tonight. They're all from the Edmond School District. And we want to make sure to recognize those teams as they come up here. So we got the 3rd place. Okay, let's go to 2nd place. And there's 1st place. But we have a national qualifying team here. Top teams in the qualifying round advance to the semifinal round. From there, the best of the best, top 10 teams advance to an all-expense-paid trip to the national finals competition in Denver, Colorado. Coach and mentor, come on up with your team members. You'll receive your medal and a scholarship from OSU.
Thank you. First, Avery Hardy. Kenneth Mock. Maria Jagania. Blake Davis. Lai Sengley. Gabriel Frost.
Okay, in the back. All right, down here. Got everybody? Okay. Well done, guys. Congratulations.
We also need the Francis Toto coach to please come forward with their team members to get their OSU scholarship. Where's Charles? Nope. Disregard. Disregard. Stop. What's that, ma'am? No, you just were up here, and you got them. Okay, you get your pictures and everything? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Yep, you're good. Okay, there we go. No, yeah, no, you're fine, yep. Okay, now the team members from Tulsa Technology Center High School team, please come forward. Corbin Allen, Bob Morton, and your team. They get a $1,000 scholarship to OU. I'll read it to you here. It's to the Oklahoma State University College of Engineering, Architecture, and Technology. Award eligibility, admittance to the College of Engineering, Architecture, and Technology at Oklahoma State University, valid for their freshman year.
Alrighty, once again, I'll welcome Nicholas Hardenburg. Wade and Abby. Andreas couldn't make it here today, but we got it. Jade Lentz. And finally, Wilman Todd and Mr. Morton.
steps forward. There we go. Well done, you guys.
All right, so before I have closing comments, I need to ask that all award winners, when we're done, to come up with your bling, and we're going to get a nice big group picture of all the students. Let's get the tallest people to stand here, then the shortest, then the middle ones. Okay, so you got to figure that out. Am I tall, short, or middle? I don't know. Okay. And then we'll get a nice group picture, and then we'll be good to go. So on behalf of our chapter, the Garrity chapter of AFA, we offer our congratulations to all the Oklahoma Cyber Patriot, Oklahoma Cup, and Stellar Explorer Award winners. The Garrity chapter could not be more pleased with your hard work and the tremendous achievements this year. Each competitor here today and all who will compete throughout Oklahoma will have the ability to build upon and utilize their skills and to contribute to our nation's future success by fulfilling important and much-needed STEM career opportunities. It is our pledge as a Garrity chapter and the Air and Space Forces Association nationally to support and help mentor them to the best of our abilities. I would also like to thank all the people that helped to organize this evening's event. There were numerous people involved, and without their support, this would not have been possible. We would like the following organizations to please stand and be recognized: the Central Technology Center, Career Tech, anybody from Garrity chapter, and the Oklahoma Department of Aerospace and Aeronautics. I'd also like to thank our caterer, Joseph, for a fine meal this evening. Everybody like that? Yeah. They're here for your catering needs. And they paid me $1 to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this evening's event. And once again, thank you for joining us. And I'm 3 minutes late. Sorry.
One more thing, coaches, for Oklahoma Cup. If you all could come up here, we have challenge coins for your teams, even the ones that are not being recognized tonight. So please do not leave here without your coins.